You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Vampire Diaries. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Vampire Diaries news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AFTERBUZZ TV for Vampire Diaries.
Good evening, AfterBuzzers. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to your Vampire Diaries After Show, episode 14, Dangerous Liasons.
Woo!
I am your host tonight, David Schifilliti. DJ Jesse Janity could not be here tonight, but I am joined by some lovely, lovely usual suspects. Let's go around the room and introduce ourselves.
Starting with me.
Yeah.
My name's Emily Harbert. It's great to be back. Missed last week, but I'm so happy to be back.
Where the hell have you been?
At the Super Bowl, obvi.
Oh. Well, excuse me. And across the table.
I didn't know the Super Bowl was last Thursday. It's weird. I thought it was last Sunday. I'm just saying.
I had to make my way over there.
Oh, I see. I see.
It was a process.
She took the train.
Yeah.
Took a taxi, it sounds like.
She caravaned with Matt.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Brittany Brower. I'm very excited to be here tonight. It's a great episode. Woo!
Yeah.
Wait, can I just say one thing? Or Billy, introduce yourself and then I'll say one
I'm
thing.
Billy
She
Nilles.
already wants to start. She's already going there.
Here as always, Billy Nilles. Go ahead.
Yes. We were #1 even with a week off.
That's true.
Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you to all of our listeners.
Our fans are going #1 at what? What award?
We were #1
iTunes.
in our iTunes.
Of all the
Thingy.
shows here at AfterBuzz, you put
Yes.
us at #1 on iTunes.
And
So
we
And we love you
appreciate
for it.
So
We
if
love
you
for
subscribe
it.
to us, tell more people so we will always be at #1.
We have to be #1.
We like to be
people.
at top.
We like to be on top. Speaking of being on top, Rebecca is just the queen of the Michelson family.
By the way, how
Yeah.
amazing was her hair tonight? Can I
Yeah, she had great hair.
Yeah,
Love
the
you.
ball.
You know, I've never really been a huge fan of her, and I know you guys have and thought she
love
was amazing.
her. I love her.
I'm just still not. I'm still, you know, I'm
Now,
always
is it
team
the character or the actress, you think?
both.
Okay.
Both. So I've never been like, oh, God, I love her. Oh, yeah, because I love me some villains, and you guys know
Right.
that.
Yeah.
But I haven't felt that with her. But tonight she did. I gotta say, I was like, okay, she looks good tonight.
I thought she looked very dewy. Her skin, her dress was like whatever. I thought her hair was like a little strange with like the mohawk
Yeah,
thingy.
she definitely had a facial for the originals ball.
Yeah, yeah.
She definitely. I'm obsessed with her accent. I love it. I love her accent.
It just annoys me that everybody has an English accent
Well, they all-
except for
It's
Elijah.
like they all have a different
That's
accent.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Billy. Thank
Yeah,
you. I was
it
gonna
is.
say
Hers
the
is not
same
English.
thing.
Hers is Australian.
And
Yeah.
they have different
Oh.
English accents. Like they're all
Yeah.
little off.
They're all like regionally different.
Are you all family or what? Or did you guys all just die in different centuries?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if
Well,
it's that
there's
or if
that.
it's where they spent, like where they all have not been together. So where
Yeah.
they were when they died, and obviously the accents evolve. So
Right,
Yeah.
I
that's
guess that's
true.
the way you can explain it.
Yeah.
But it is very like Elijah speaking, introducing the family. He basically sounds like American, and
He sounds
like,
very American.
he
to me.
sounds very like London, posh London. Like if you a lot of upper class London. Or England, I meant,
Or British?
or British, or whatever. Yeah,
Upper class London, y'all.
I'm thinking like if you hear the royal family speak, their accent isn't that thick.
right. It's not like it's Cockney. but-
Yeah, it's not as
Hello
it's
there,
yeah. It's like
Top of the morning to you, lads. Yeah. Like
it's
that.
very,
That's
it's
what the
very
Queen
kind
sounds
of
like, pretty
proper,
much.
and yeah.
But it is even weird that they would even have English accents because they weren't even from England.
No, not at all.
That's just like when people like you're foreign, you just do an English accent. Like, that's the accent for
Because
Europe.
in America, as Americans,
We're very
'cause
dumb.
We're very dumb.
Yeah.
That to show that someone's foreign, you just give them an English accent, and then
It
it's
doesn't
like,
matter where
oh,
you're
they're
from and
from a different
Czech.
country.
Czech, but they sound
But
English.
being from a different country or not, Rebecca still has her sights set on
Matt.
Nice
Whether or
segue.
not she thank you.
Thank God someone does.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, at least it's giving him sort of a storyline. We're getting to see him in the forefront. We got to see him be like a very strong man again.
Yes.
I think he's sort of been like a little bit weaker of a character, and his identity has sort of been lost through all of this, and he tonight is sort of regaining his strength.
No,
Yeah.
it's definitely very, very good that they brought him back in a strong role this time. Finally,
I'm shocked that he was still here.
I'm very shocked actually
Well, Bonnie was gone,
when
though,
the
so
show-
someone had to come in.
and so was Alaric.
when the show started off with Matt, I was like, whoa, didn't know how the show was going to go if they're starting with Matt. But it actually turned out being pretty well. Rebecca, they really needed that. Rebecca was into Matt. It picked up where they left off with her before she died, how she was into Matt.
She invites him to the ball. Pretty ballsy move,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think, on her part.
Well, she's ballsy.
Right in front of
Yeah.
Caroline.
Right in front of
Which is
Caroline.
almost why she
Yes,
did it.
and Elena, which Elena was a little close to Matt in the beginning of this episode as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Kind of getting a little cozy with Matt, like, thank you so much for being here.
I sort of
know,
thought in the beginning when Elena and Matt were together that they were gonna like start rekindling
Doing
like
that.
a
Yeah,
love
I was-
romance.
No, that ship has sailed.
Yeah, I think it sails,
I know,
but
but
I
it sort of
think they
seemed
were
like it.
gonna. I don't know. Maybe I knew too many things about this episode. I read too many articles. and
You
stuff
read
like
too many blogs, Emily.
I read too much e-online, watch with Kristen. But yeah, I think they're still going to be friends, but I don't know. It's nice to see their friendship.
Well, I think that he's always there as the alternative
Yeah.
to this vampire love.
I
There's
think it's
been
always supposed to
yeah.
mean that that's what her life could be
Yeah.
without all this
Yeah.
craziness. That's her normal love connection, the normal one. You know, she's like in a triangle. We've got two brothers, and
like
then
a
we've
square.
got exactly,
square.
and then we've got Matt, who's the actual normal human being,
And
that
he's
they-
gonna be the donor when she wants a baby.
exactly because they can't do anything, so he'll be the donor.
Which does kind of suck for Matt, though, because he never really is going to get his own storyline if he's always just going to be the person who Elena can look at and be with if
Yeah,
she really
that's
wanted
so
to.
true.
He's never going to do anything.
No, he'll end up having the kid with Elena and then fighting for custody. I mean, there's a lot we can do with that. This is modern day.
That is a
age.
whole season.
Whole season.
I guess that just means he'll never have his own storyline. He'll always
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like linked to
Yeah,
that.
he'll
Yeah.
always be a secondary character.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But at the
Anyways.
ball, Cole, one of the Michelson brothers, whom we've never met until last week, breaks his hand
I know, poor Matt.
because Rebecca wanted him dead.
Yeah.
Again, I was thinking, here we go. They're at the ball and she wants Matt dead. And I was like, poor Matt can never get a
yeah.
break.
And then, but I love the moment of him putting the
His jacket
jacket
on
over.
her.
It was so, and that was like the one thing about Rebecca too that I liked. It was always, in the end, she really just wanted to be a teenage girl.
Yeah, you can tell that with
Like
her.
the way she wanted to go to homecoming, the way she wanted, and I really liked that.
Well, she acts like that. I mean, since
Yeah.
she's been in this entire series that we've seen, you know, she really kind of wanted to be a cheerleader. She wanted to
Yeah.
be popular. Now she's really wanted to bring Matt into it. And then not until she saw Matt dancing with Caroline did she get that jealous fury of a vampire
Yeah.
that lies within her. And that's when she goes crazy. You know, that's when she's like, I want him dead. You know, will you help me and break mother's rule? And then, of course, the other brother's just as crazy and psycho like the rest of
Yeah.
the family. He said, sure thing. When do you want to do it?
Let's do it right now. Let's do it on the
Yeah.
stairs. Let's make a spectacle of
I
it.
don't know why they even talk about it. Why they just don't jump right in and call it a day, just kill everyone.
Yeah.
At least it would have been a little bit more interesting.
Yeah. And so they had the whole plan, and they go outside, and she's, you know, they walk outside. You can see them all alone. I don't know why any of these normal mortals like Matt
Yeah.
would walk outside with one of these originals.
I know, it was
Ever.
so weird.
Yeah.
I would be like this. I'm cool with staying inside with everyone else.
Yeah.
We can go to the punch bowl.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Even more than that, though, I don't know why somebody, if you're in a like deserted part of the house, you hear your name weirdly, you go follow it. Like go back to the crowd of people.
Well, yeah, Matt should know better than to like hear his name, turn around and not see somebody and then walk towards it.
Yes. That's all I have to say about that.
That's his own fault. He got his hand broken.
The best thing that saved Matt in this entire scenario is thank God someone's a gentleman on the show and he gave her his jacket.
Yeah.
Saved his life. That giving her his jacket saved his life.
Yeah.
Literally.
So, literally saved his life. And then, of course, that other brother just couldn't let it go. He had to kill he wanted to kill someone that night.
He's hungry. He hasn't killed for however long. He's been asleep.
Yeah.
He wants some blood.
There will be blood.
Apparently, the entire town was at that party because God forbid he go find blood elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there not a neighboring village in this place? I mean, can they just like quickly and they can run at the speed of light? So can you just run really fast over to a different town and call it a freaking day? There's gotta be a random neighbor nearby.
It is such an oddly secluded little town.
Yeah. Mystic Falls.
They have like no neighboring cities whatsoever. It's just surrounded by woods.
Who
settled here?
Well, there's only founders in the town. Everybody is a part of the founding families.
Yeah.
So
we love
it can't
that
be
fact.
large.
We love that fact.
Everybody's interrelated, interspecies.
Serious.
A little inbred.
One thing I didn't realize until tonight was the mother kept saying she's been away for 1,000 years. So I didn't realize it had been like 1,000.
Yeah.
Well, she's been away for 1,000 years, but we should talk about Klaus and how it all sort of began. So he killed her 1,000 years ago, and we thought,
Right.
Yeah.
from what we gathered from all this information, she's been dead for 1,000 years. They've been around for over 1,000.
Right.
And Klaus has done a lot in his life,
Yeah.
right? I mean, he's
I mean, he's killed a lot of people.
1,000
A lot.
years.
1,000 years, and he is crushing on Caroline.
Yeah, he is.
Of all people.
Of all people.
Seriously. She did something right.
She did something right. He sends her an invitation to the ball with a gown.
Yeah. If I would want someone
Sorry, you
crushing
have an
on me,
eyelash.
Do it.
it would be Klaus because he wants to kill someone new every week. And if I knew he was attracted to me, I'd be like, thank God.
I see.
I'm
Right?
gonna live another day.
I'm gonna ride that train.
I am gonna ride that train, and not literally ride that train. I'm gonna stay for a good safe distance, and but let him like me from afar. So she's definitely good to have Klaus.
And to her benefit, if you think about it, Tyler's sort of like a loose cannon. He's gone. He calls her, tells her, "I'm doing what your father said. I'm sorry, he's dead. I'll be back eventually," which is exactly what we thought.
Right.
gonna
He's gone
disappear.
for 5 episodes.
He's gonna show up right for the end.
So is he?
Because we're at episode 14.
Yeah.
So wait,
so
was
that'll
he
be-
gone last episode?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's 20. It'll come back for the last 2.
No. So it's not 5 more. So now he's gone
Just
for
3 left.
3 left.
Oh, okay.
So he'll be back for the last 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good info.
Interesting. Great info to have.
When's
actually.
Jeremy coming back? Never.
But he is still in Atlanta. I talked to Candace about it. I met Candace on.
Good. He's still. I thought
He's still in Atlanta. He's still in Atlanta where they film. Yeah.
Oh well, I meant like where is he? Where
On the
is he?
show.
And my fingers
But
are
no,
in
so
quotes
he
right
might.
now.
He'll probably come back if he's still living there.
Likely come
Got
back.
it. Cool.
Yeah.
But Caroline and Klaus have been having this sort of flirtation thing, which we saw a couple weeks ago
Yeah.
when he gave her the bracelet, and this week he gives her a gown, and she goes to the ball against her better judgment.
Oh, quick comment.
Yes.
All right, speaking of dresses. All right, we got to talk about the slow motion double doors opening with Elena walking in her big, huge 1999 formal gown. What was going on there? I have no idea what was up with that dress. It was literally from my high school. I think one of the girls from my high school wore that back in 1999. Where did she get that? Comments, questions.
I don't know. By the way, it was a pretty silhouette, like the bustier with the it like fit her well. She looked good. Like I liked the
It was just
cleavage. Like
ugly,
it
though.
looked, but the fabrics, the sparkles.
color.
It was over the top. This is like a
was
founder's
like-
ball that you see these people daily. I mean, where did that come from? Everyone else is just dressed nice, and she's
But my whole thing is that Caroline comes to the ball and she was like, I didn't have time to shop.
Yeah.
But Elena did.
But Elena did. And meanwhile,
And they were together.
They were together, and let's not forget they were together at the
Mystic Grill.
Mystic Grill. You know, and then here's my thing. If anyone can get a dress really quick, it's Caroline. She again runs at the speed of light,
And she can compel anybody.
She can run it real quick, grab a dress, be out the door. Doesn't even have to steal. Just say, "I will take this dress, and you will let me." Bam.
Right.
And Elena, for some reason, just showed up on time. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Here's the thing that I find amazing.
Gold sparkly
Even
black tool.
Today, I've been to a black tie party. People don't wear elbow-length gloves to black tie parties
Ever.
anymore.
In Mystic Falls, you do. And they also, for some reason, I guess they have. They
all know the
They
waltz.
all know the dance from like the 1920s.
No,
They all know to do
centuries
that.
old.
That's centuries old.
Right,
Yeah.
but I mean, but that was
Like
like, right,
400
like that
years old.
old, like where everyone
if you-
dances
It
together.
It would have been.
I
It
was
would have made
wondering-
sense. Oh, sorry.
I was wondering about the same thing, but if you looked at all the partners, at least one person of all the dancers was like a vampire who could have been around.
The girls sure did know it too. Elena
girls
did
knew
not.
it.
Elena
Yeah.
did not look around once.
But she's being led by a man.
I thought they were gonna do the one. Do you guys remember the
one like that?
the Miss Mystic Falls, the like we
Yeah.
don't touch one, which would make sense.
But
'cause
they
then
practiced that, didn't her and
Yeah,
Stefan
her and
practice
yeah.
it?
So I thought they would bring that back and be like, oh, okay, that makes a little bit of
Although
sense.
to be fair, those waltzes are not very hard to pick up either.
Yeah,
You
they
sort of
aren't.
Watch it
Yeah.
once
And Caroline did say,
the same
she was
step
like,
over and
I
over
am
again.
Mystic Falls, you know.
And he said, I know.
She's like, I got this. I know how to
Maybe they
waltz."
studied that dance at a previous
Founders Ball?
episode
Well, they
that we
do,
never
like,
saw.
Don't they still do like debutante balls in the South? Like they all learn how to dance like that.
Yeah,
still.
they all yeah.
I'm from the South, and I never did this crap. People. No, I've never seen it, and I've got family all over the South. Arkansas, Kentucky, North Carolina, Florida, you name it, I got it.
All right, I was trying to give him an out.
Give him the benefit
I'm
of
not
the
giving
doubt.
any out. I am on this
Wait,
crap.
can we go back to Klaus and Caroline?
Yes, we will.
I actually kind of want them to get together.
I kind of do too. I think
Klaus
that
is,
they're
like,
very
really
sweet
yeah,
together.
he's very
I think
sweet with her.
that picture he sent at the end was really sweet.
It was really creepy, and how fast did he do that?
Well, he's a vampire.
He's a vampire. You've been
vampire.
saying that they can
Super
run
speed.
I
around.
know, but he can paint and draw that fast too. I mean, come on.
It wasn't really that intricate of a painting.
Yeah.
either.
It was just like a horse head.
Wait, by the way, the horse, why did they have a carriage with a horse?
It's a bull.
no one wrote it.
No one wrote it.
Of course,
yeah, that's true.
Of course, there's a
By the
horse
way,
in a
can I
ball.
just say one other thing? The establishing shot of the ball, a Porsche and an Audi R8 drove up to the ball. Who in Mystic Falls
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
They're wealthy. What do you mean?
has $100,000 cars?
The founding family.
Who the hell
Or maybe
knows?
the originals who has probably
The
more money than
Lockwoods
God.
are the only like really wealthy family. And I don't think Carol drives an R8.
Maybe it was the originals. They had rented
compelled
cars
somebody.
and they went and had people pick them up for the party. I'm more
At
worried
the
about the
local
dance
Mystic
than the
Falls
cars.
Audi dealership.
I didn't even notice a car driving up. Who cares about
notice
that?
I did notice though that when Klaus took Caroline in the back and he showed her his Monet water lilies, and she was like, "Oh, the Louvre clearly is not drinking vervain."
Yeah.
And she said some really telling stuff to him and like sort of broke him down.
To which he said, "Thank you for being honest."
Right, which I thought was kind of
Which I said, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
What do you want to say? Say it. She pulled some psychology shit on him and was like, "Your father didn't love you, so you can't love anybody. You can't pretend that wasn't incredible."
Which is what we've all been saying for weeks.
Well, yeah.
Why
Yeah.
he has.
Well, I just want to know why it took over 1,000 years for someone to say that.
Because everybody's been scared of him.
Gosh, I love that Caroline broke that trend.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I think it's sort of sweet.
I
I don't
just don't
trust
trust
Klaus.
him.
I don't trust him
I
at all.
don't trust him,
get
but
me
I do
wrong.
think it is kind of
I
sweet.
think it's very sweet that they're sort of humanized.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I do like that. I do like that they're humanizing him. I just want to see more of it. I want to see
Yeah.
more of it unfolding a little bit. But I'm not.
Well, it can't happen too fast, or it would be like unbelievable.
But hold on,
I
I'm
think.
sorry.
Yeah.
I thought they're dying now. No.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I thought
Well,
they were going to
here's
drop. That's what I'm confused about. not
Okay.
to-
Do you want to
not
get
gonna
into them
yeah.
dying?
I mean,
and,
we
okay.
might as well.
Yeah. Here's the thing. They it's not going to be that simple. I don't think. Or here, why don't we talk about what happened?
Okay, so Esther invites everybody in the town to the ball. She gathers everybody up and has this elaborate party.
Which is
just to talk to Elena.
Just to talk to Elena.
And to have
You
everybody
could have called her.
You could have given her a phone call, right?
And to have everybody in
the same place. And have
Right.
all of her children, yeah.
Yeah.
And no suspicion on why she's making them drink something either.
Yeah.
Well, toast. That's customary.
So
Right.
she
But if it had just been the
Yeah.
5 of them and she was like, drink this, all of us now,
Yeah,
like, they'd be like,
yeah.
why?
Exactly.
At a party when she's like, let's all do a toast. Like, no one is
I'm
questioning
just
that.
surprised
Very
she could get
clever.
all of them in the same room to do a toast while they're all trying to kill someone else.
Yeah.
That's what I was surprised about.
Well, they seem to all be all the Michelsons seem to be very afraid of Esther.
Yeah, they are afraid of her.
They're like frightened of her, and so
Yeah.
no one wants to like cross her. And she's sort of, we find out when her and Elena are talking that she's been technically dead for 1,000 years, and that her body's been preserved, but she's been in the spirit world. And with the help of harnessing the energy of Bonnie and her mother, and then the other of the, what is their last name?
Oh my God.
The witch's last name?
Bennett, right?
The Bennett family, witches on the other side,
The witch
helped her come back to life.
Yeah.
Right. It was a spell that
Which,
her
by
best
the
friend
way,
had
made sense in the beginning why they did the whole ghost thing. I like that they kind of brought around the other. If she had said the other side, because a lot of the ghost thing was kind of random.
Yes.
So at least
From last season.
Yeah, at least it was the beginning of this season.
It was the beginning of this season.
So it brought it
this season, you
around. I
guys.
like that. It brought it around.
went full circle.
Full circle. Yes,
Just
full
make that
circle.
make sense. But also, I think that they're scared of her because I don't think they really understand why she was able to be alive.
I think
Yeah.
it's two things.
Well-
I think one, it's respect for their mother.
Yeah.
They got their mom back. And of course, it's a little crazy. You know, they got their mom back. And it's respect for your mother because they're not completely scared of her.
I think they
also
also
if you think
Rebecca
of it-
tonight wanted to go against what their mom's wishes and go and kill
Yeah.
Matt just to stir the pot. I mean, and she tried to also kill Elena in the beginning of this episode. So Rebecca is not too afraid of her mother. She thinks she's probably going to get like a slap on the wrist from her mom. I don't think she thinks that her mom is turning against them. I already said Elijah's the one who's a little bit, she said, is a little skeptical that he is not really buying that she's just back and she wants family peace.
But also, if you think about it too, 1,000 years ago, you didn't talk back to your parents. Like, talking back to your parents
How was it
or
1,000 years ago?
Yeah,
but like no, if you think like tradition, like you didn't like even my father would never talk to his, like it's a relatively new thing of kids really being able to talk back and there's
And
a lot
have a
of
mind of their
and
own.
have a mind of their own.
Yeah.
I'm not really surprised that they are kind of
Very respectful.
I just think they've been
Yeah,
around
it's
for
like-
thousands of years on their own, so they're just kind of like,
Yeah.
all right, we get it. We're switching your mom. We're gonna try to go with your wishes, but at the same time, I'm a vampire and I want to kill.
Sorry.
Sorry, eek.
But Esther
Awkward,
tells
mommy.
Elena in this like saged room.
apparently Sage
blocks hearing.
Well,
Blocks
no,
hearing.
she-
learned another
Blocks
she
rule.
spelled
Vampire
she
Yeah.
spelled the sage so that
Oh,
it
they-
would-
she
so that
spelled
she
it,
could
yeah.
spread the white smoke.
Yes.
'Cause that's what you do with the sage.
Yes.
Oops, ramping up my hair. And tells her that she needs her blood to combine all her children together, and that's the way that they're going to kill Klaus. So that if one is killed, they all die.
Right. And not just because she doesn't just want to kill Klaus, she wants to rid this evil.
Right.
But here's the thing. I just came across this thought because what at first I was like, that seems a little too easy. But
It
at the
does seem
same
very
time,
easy to
but
me.
at the same time, I was like, okay, shit.
If the
Sorry.
mother brought them in, maybe
Yeah.
she can be the only one
Yeah.
that takes them out.
It's no.
And
She
her
said
spell
it's
is the one that made
no,
them,
no,
so
wait,
she
sorry.
can break it.
She said it was going to take a long time.
Right.
So I was like, it seems too easy, but it seems, she says it's going to take a long time. But then I realized we only know the dagger only doesn't actually kill them. It just puts them to rest. We don't
Right.
know. The only weapon that could actually kill an original was the one that killed Michael.
Right.
So we don't know what
Which was
which was a stake carved from the tree.
Okay, and there was only one of those,
And there's
right?
always only one. So we don't know how an original is actually killed.
Right, but she might actually know.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she
Well,
created
she,
them.
she created them.
So it's reversing the spell,
Let's hope
which
she knows.
Yeah. I hope she doesn't. I don't want them to die.
But do you think if she
don't
reverses
think
the
it'll
spell,
work.
they're going to be mortal again?
No, I think it'll kill them.
no, it'll just kill them.
If they're
all.
mortal again, they'd be
I
1,000
would-
years old and their flesh would rot and they would drop dead.
I think
Like,
that
to turn mortal again at 1,000, you'll just drop into sand and it'll be over.
I think the fact that she did the spell and they didn't instantly die, that we're in for something. I
Right.
think that possibly they're gonna find out that the mother did that, and like
Yeah.
every other episode, find an antidote and find some way to
Well, it wasn't
counteract
going
it.
to instantly kill them. The spell was just to,
I'm just saying-
to link them.
I'm
Right.
meaning from the writer's
Yeah.
view or from people
Right.
creating it. Like if they didn't instantly die from her having the blood tree all came together.
Yeah.
All the siblings were
Yeah.
connected, and that when she chanted the spell with one of the brothers, I don't know his name,
Finn.
when she chanted it with the brother, and they didn't all instantly go down, then there's obviously something going to happen.
Which I think it was even weirder that one of them is in on the spell.
right.
And he's like willing to like
So what's
take
the,
one for
what's
the
the deal with
team.
Finn?
I think he just seems like he's ready to,
Yeah, I
to
think there's-
actually
yeah.
die.
Right, and
He's like,
he-
"It's
Maybe
1,000
he
years,
agrees
I'm
with the
done."
mother. Maybe he
and
agrees
he
with her.
looked like for some reason when they all came out of the coffins, like he had been dead the longest.
He had been. I
Maybe
think had been.
maybe he was happier on the other side. Like, get me back there. I got a whole life over there now.
They were never on the other side.
I'm done with Mystic.
just asleep.
Oh yeah,
They were
that's
just
right.
They were just asleep.
That's right.
Maybe he wants there. He's like, I don't
Maybe
know
he
this
wants
world.
peace.
Like, I don't
Maybe
understand any
yeah,
of this.
Maybe he was
I
having a
just
good
wanna-
nap. I know. I hate getting woken up for a good nap.
But I
Put
definitely,
me back to sleep.
I mean, I think even in the previews for next week, it seems like they already know something's going on, and that's why
Yeah.
they want their help. That's why they're threatening Elena, because they're like, figure out how to make us not die, or
Right. Well,
Yeah.
because throughout the whole episode, Elijah doesn't trust his mother.
Yeah.
He might not trust Klaus, but he trusts his mother even less.
he hardly knows her.
Speaking of Elijah, you know, I kind of like him more
I
than
do
any of
like
the rest
him.
of them.
I do too.
And I see why Elena had felt that guilt
Mm-hmm.
when she watched him drink the champagne. 'Cause I felt it too. Like, oh, I mean, he's actually taking care of her. He saved her at the beginning
Yeah.
of the episode. He
Yeah.
saved her like many a time, and he's always been honest with her.
Yeah.
Very honest with her. So, not to jump too far ahead in predictions, but just something I'm thinking of right now. Do you think that he's gonna find out? That's what I think is gonna happen if they all find out what the mom did and knows with the champagne and knows that Elena watched him drink
Yeah.
it and he knows.
That's
Yeah.
why they're going
what-
to take her in the
in
next
essence.
episode. I think.
Then I think the
think
table's gonna turn real
yeah.
quick. He's
Yeah.
not gonna be on Team Elena any longer.
No.
No.
Which is
That's okay.
upsetting.
She doesn't need any more men in her life.
Yeah. Speaking
No.
of the men in her life,
She's got enough.
Plenty.
She needs to spread the love
Seriously.
around Mystic
Yeah.
Spot.
share the wealth.
That's what she needs
Share
to
That's
do.
a good way of
Wow.
putting
Is
it.
share the freaking
Elena,
wealth.
the Elena, Damon, Stefan saga continues. And tonight's episode was epic, I think.
How we haven't even gotten
It
any
was
of that yet.
I
it was
know.
epic on the Steph and Elena side of it.
Well, I just
and
think
and there was that Damon.
And
Oh yeah,
there was like a moment with Damon. I was like,
yeah.
He said, I love you.
He said, "I love you." I know.
Well, we need to talk about that actually. Let's talk about how the night getting
Yeah.
Elena alone with the mother and how
Right.
Damon would not help. And so,
He just
so
wants to
Elena
protect
was
her.
the first one invited to the ball, and Damon and Stefan at the beginning of the episode are like, hey, no holds bar, you're not going to this ball, deal with it. And she, of course, is like, I'm going to the ball,
Yeah.
Caroline. Let's go get a dress. And then Caroline's like, sure, I'm going to come too because Matt got invited, whatever. She goes to the ball, shows up in her nasty dress. And, of course,
They're both
Damon
pissed.
and Stefan are both there.
Yeah.
shocker.
And they're
By the
both
way,
angry shocker face.
Damon's reaction of when Elena walked in was kind of amazing.
It was.
It was
His,
amazing.
like, breath was taken
Yeah.
away by her.
The best
In that
was
ugly
when,
dress.
The best was when
All I could hear
she like
take your breath away.
the best was when she had them both on her arms. And
Yeah.
she walked instead of-
away. Sorry.
She like links arms with both
Yeah.
of them, and they like lead her into the ball.
Such a moment.
So now it's like Damon cares too much about Elena to really protect her.
Which he has always been that way. He's always trying to keep her out of it. But she always kind of knows what she's doing, but he always tries to keep her.
I don't think she always knows what she's doing. She always thinks she knows what she's
but
doing.
it usually works out a lot.
jumps both feet forward.
She does.
I think. I don't think she takes a second to think about it. She's very like reactionary.
Right. Yeah.
That she like finds out that Esther wants to talk to her alone, and she's like, "Let's go."
Hey, it's worked this. It's worked this far for her.
It has, but at
Only
the same
because she's
time,
had 2 vampires protecting her.
exactly. And this time she's gonna have nobody, and she's got the quote unquote original witch with her.
Well, I gotta say, I thought it was kind of odd when the head witch of all time basically is just like, okay, I just need your blood for the essence of all the champagnes, and this will kill all my. She's like, and this will kill all of them, including Klaus. She's like, yes. Okay, here you go. Here's my blood. What if she's lying to you?
Yeah.
What I thought.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
I was worried when she
like,
was talking about wanting to rid the world of this evil she created. I was worried that was going to kill any vampire who drank it.
That's what I assumed as well.
This is going to be this.
This could end the series.
That's what I thought. I thought you meant like they're all gonna go down.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh wait, hold up, and she had already given her blood. Like Damon and Stefan are gonna go.
It's all her children.
Caroline,
everybody.
I
she
don't
knows.
think she wouldn't have done it if she thought
She didn't think about it.
So Stefan actually got her into the room.
Right.
Stefan was the one. Damon didn't want her to go in the room, so Stefan. She went to talk to Stefan and was like, you know what I always loved about you was the fact that you always trusted my opinion, and he actually helped her get past Damon to get in the room alone. And so we see that
she gets all this information from Esther.
Right. Yeah.
And before she goes in, Elijah tells her, I trust you. I trust that you'll tell me everything that she talks to you about. And she lies to him.
Yeah. We talked about that.
I know, but I'm just like shocked still. It makes me so upset. And then Damon tells her that he loves her, and she says, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she was like,
Cold.
oh, wait, I didn't mean to say that.
Beat to the odds. I was like, you better tell him you love him back, even if it's not in that way. Like, I love you too. You obviously all love each other. He's trying to protect you from dying. You're welcome, Elena.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the problem, that you love me. What? Ugh.
At the porch when when Stefan took her home and she's like, Stefan, please, like, doesn't this mean it's like, come on. How many we're in episode 14?
Yeah.
He tried to drive you off the bridge your parents
you have
died
tried
on.
to
But he apologized. He did say that I did some horrible things to you and I could never I think I wrote down I hate myself for what I did to you.
How many women out there, I mean, this is just typical women and typical people pretty much ever, even guys, that someone treats you like crap and you try to win them over more. I mean, come on.
That's true.
This is like half of America. People like, their husband beats them and the cops come, no, I don't want to press charges. He loves me. I mean, like, this is just normal, I guess, for a lot of, like, especially, she's young. But
yeah, she is
she's
young.
not
But
normal,
still,
but
still, you have Damon. Like, you have the option of Damon. You're still like, Stefan, please.
Damon's a loose cannon.
Damon is a loose cannon.
He hasn't
We saw
been
that tonight.
lately.
He hasn't been.
But now, bad boy Damon's back.
She pushed
Bad
him
boy
right
Damon
back
is
to it, though,
bad.
and she has no one to blame but herself
That's
at this
very
point.
true.
yeah, but Damon goes bad every episode, I feel like.
It's
but
true.
I have to say that I definitely feel like a viewer, I don't know if you guys feel this way as well, with Elena, I don't know which one I want her with. Like, I was so team Damon. Like, now I'm like, I want her, be with Damon, he love you, because they're so good. They're so good at making me want her to go with Damon. And now, it's that last scene with Stefan
You're like, oh my God.
and her in his face and just show me something. And now I'm like, kiss him! Kiss him! Oh my God! And then...
I know.
And then I think, wait, hold on, I thought I liked Damon. I could use my own thoughts.
I
I'm
completely
confused.
forgot about Damon.
They've been very successful at creating this believable love triangle.
Yes.
Yeah,
Where-
they really have.
I mean, in most shows they do this, and you're like, okay, there's one clear person who you want the person to be with, but
No, I
literally,
am
like-
not clear.
No.
I am not clear at all.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'll ever be happy if there is an answer to it. Like, I feel like I'll always be like, oh, but what about that one? Like,
Yeah.
Unless like one of them tries to literally stab her, I don't know that I'll ever be like okay with who she picks, because the other one is always just as good.
So I say she doesn't pick.
We'll see.
Yeah.
How does that
But
sound?
wait, okay,
She
so
gets both of
speaking
them.
of
no, eventually.
Damon,
Witch off.
speaking of Damon, can we please talk about that scene with Rebecca?
Yes.
So,
Okay, so first of all, I have to say, I had read before that Damon was going to hook up with a hot vampire, and I could not figure out who it was. And I was like, okay, is it a new character? Is Catherine coming back? And it was like, it's going to be so scandalous. It's going to be, I could not figure out who it was going to be. And when I found it was be Rebecca, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be amazing. And I thought it was. It was pretty hot.
it was really hot.
It was really hot.
My jaw dropped.
It was well done.
It was hot, but to me it was kind of predictable. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but it was hot.
It was fun to watch.
It was fun to watch.
It was fun
Yeah.
to watch.
Oh no, I mean, y'all know I love those scenes. I'm like, woo! Someone's finally kissing.
I know, at least we got somebody. It wasn't from the
Yeah.
people that we wanted, but we got to see some action
Some-
from
something
somebody,
happened,
right?
But
We
it's
got
just
half
we've seen this
of who
before
we
with Damon,
wanted.
where he can't get Elena, so he always
Yeah.
takes it out on someone else.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're luckier for it.
And Rebecca couldn't get it out. I know. Damon, my address is 647 South.
Do not give that out.
I'm just kidding. That was none of my address. Improv.
On that note, we are going to jump to a quick commercial break and come back with your news and gossip.
Yay, I love commercials. Woo!
Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And, like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about? AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, so Tori DeVito has a little ritual every time she gets a new Vampire Diaries script. She says, I flip through really fast to see, am I dead yet? No? Okay, great. I'll start from the beginning now. But as one of the only fully human characters remaining on the show, she knows her days are numbered. It's kind of inevitable, she tells HollywoodLife.com. How long can I really last on this crazy supernatural show? I'm just thankful I've lasted this long. Dating Alaric certainly isn't helping Meredith's chances of surviving in Mystic Falls. Let's not forget what happened to Jenna and Isabel. But Tori doesn't care. She's fully behind Meredith and Alaric's rapidly evolving romance. She says, quote, I think there's consequences to every relationship on this show. There are so many components to mess them up. It's hard to maintain a normal, healthy relationship. But I think their relationship is building in a cool way. I like these characters together. I think they work really well. I'm always excited to see where they're going next. And as long as there's breath in Meredith's lungs, Tori says we'll continue to find out more surprises about her character. She's got her secrets, and there's a lot of stuff that's about to come up to a head, Tori says. You'll start to learn more and more about her every episode. Her being a fell will definitely play into the drama. She's a really cool, strong, straightforward character that I really like to portray. She also likes the changes that Kevin Williamson and Julie Plec have made to her character, who was very different in L.J. Smith's original Vampire Diaries books. She says, I actually auditioned for the pilot, and when Paul booked it, her husband, I went to Borders and bought the whole series. It was so long ago that I didn't remember specifics about Meredith, but I did remember her. She's definitely different on the show, and that's why I didn't revisit the books. I didn't want to get conflicted views in my head.
Interesting. Now, from someone who's read the books,
I haven't read the books. I just know a lot about what happened. What?
fail.
Do you know
What-
about her?
what were
in
you
the
gonna-
book?
Yeah.
I want to know,
Yeah,
like,
I
what...
told you-
I
I
know
told
that
you.
she was, like, younger, and she was Elena's, like, best friend.
Yeah, she
but-
was Elena's best friend. She was I think the main thing about her was she was the only one that kept Damon on his toes and that really, like, could get to Damon and could irk Damon and really, that was like the main thing about her.
And she refers to being a Fell because the Fells were
We're a
part of
founding
like the
family.
founding family,
The
but like
Fells were a
we've
founding
never
family.
heard of them before.
Yeah.
No,
Until
we've
now.
heard. Oh, do you know who is a Fell? Remember the ghost episode?
Yeah.
The guy who was hung at the tree. The ghost when they break the curse. The guy
Oh,
that was
yes.
killed
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
he was hung from the tree.
Yeah.
That he was a Fell.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
but that was all this season, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's been like established that they are a founding family before.
Right. All right. Well, whatever. At least she knows she's gonna die soon.
Yeah.
She's aware of the fact that
Yeah.
she's not lasting very
It's
much longer.
short-term employment. All right. Speaking of short-term employment, Ariel Keeble has admitted that she would love to return to the Vampire Diaries in the future. Keeble has appeared in several episodes of the show as Lexi, the vampire friend of Stefan, who was killed by Damon but reappeared as a ghost earlier this season. Keeble has now told TV Line that she would love the chance to appear on the show again. She says, "I would love, love, love to have Lexi pop up again." Keeble also revealed that she would like to work with Joseph Morgan on the series, saying, "I'm looking forward to the day when Lexi gets to take on Klaus, but I don't know when that will be. I'm just determined to make it happen." Keeble, who's also starred in Gilmore Girls and Life Unexpected, is currently appearing as Vanessa on 90210. She's like on the CW's roster. Like, we need a guest star? Call Ariel.
There are like
She's
7 of
literally
them who are literally
on
just
every
like
single show they ever have.
yeah, on every CW show. It's so weird.
I feel so bad for her.
But she can't get a
Yeah.
permanent gig.
No.
It's so
It's
weird.
really sad. And
Hey,
remember,
I was on CW. I'll take one of those guest roles again.
well, yeah, I
CW.
mean,
It's
it's
better than
still a
nothing.
good
The same
job. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I don't
Is
know
that
if
a-
Lexi, if we'll be seeing her again.
I don't think I love
doubt
that
it.
character, but maybe in a flashback.
That's the only
but
way that it
yeah.
would be feasible
Yeah.
now, because we
Yeah.
obviously don't
She
want
already
them to
came
go down.
back as the ghost.
We don't want them
Yeah.
to go down
No.
the ghost route again, and I
Yeah.
don't think that would even be possible.
Yeah.
And the only way is a flashback. So obviously she'll never take on Klaus, but
Yeah.
Never.
Sorry,
Unless
Ariel.
she's like met him in the past
Yeah, which-
before.
yeah,
Could be true. Could have happened.
Yeah.
maybe.
Anything's
would've
possible
probably
on this
killed her.
show.
Anything.
That
Anything.
is true.
Yeah.
Which could take us into predictions.
Yes. That's your AfterBuzz TV news and gossip.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
What?
whoa. David.
Yes.
David.
Predictions.
No,
No,
not
there's
predictions.
something that Jesse. Okay, you guys.
Okay.
DJ Jesse Janity has been teasing us, who have been coming regularly, with a little surprise, and the viewers, including us hosts, with something. So he couldn't be here tonight, and he said that he would send it over so that everyone could see it. And it has to do with the guy who plays Taylor.
Taylor.
What's his name? Tyler.
Tyler. Michael Trevino.
Michael Trevino. He has a new gig.
Yeah.
What?
Let's pull up the pictures, Phil.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be dirty. Yeah, I knew it.
Is that it? So Michael Trevino is now the new model for Bench underwear. And we are sort of like flashing some of the photos of you. They are kind of a little
Photoshopped.
racy for.
I
mean, not really.
There's a star on his crotch,
That's
and there's his crotch.
Wow.
I mean,
Billy's speechless.
I
Rendered
just-
speechless.
I feel like I'm in West Hollywood looking at billboards
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
very,
Well, it's very gay.
very gay.
Yeah.
It's very aimed toward. I mean, fancy
It's
underwear
Bench.
is aimed towards gay men.
Yeah. That's
Straight
very
men
true.
don't buy fancy underwear. They go buy Hanes somewhere. Like, they're not like,
Yeah.
I need that new like
They get
star on
attention.
my
I need
crotch underwear.
David Beckham H&M.
Yeah, that's very the men and the women who will buy it for them. That's
So
what that's
if
aimed
you're
at.
curious about what the pictures looked like, Google Michael Trevino Bench.
Or go to AfterBuzzTV.com and watch this, people.
Watch this, that's
Watch
right.
us in person.
And maybe Phil can put the pictures up on the website.
see this magic happen on AfterBuzzTV.com.
As the wallpaper.
That's wallpaper.
I'll make it my personal wallpaper.
So that is your AfterBuzz TV news and gossip for the week of February 9th, 2012.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Can I start off with something?
Yes.
I want
I
to
don't
start
have
off
any.
with a Klaus and Caroline prediction.
Oh, give it to me.
I think Caroline
Yeah.
might end up telling everybody that he's into her and everybody will have her use that against him, or have her pretend to return the feelings, maybe, or maybe she'll pretend to return the feelings and then actually grow some for him and feel guilty about it.
Is this
And
weird
Tyler
that
will
would
show
also
back
make
up?
me feel bad for Klaus?
Yeah, it would make me feel.
Like
yeah.
I'm already they've humanized him enough where that would make me feel bad
Yeah.
for him. I'd be like, oh, don't do that
Yeah.
to that murderer. Like,
But they're
Well, I
all
know I
kind
can do
of
anything to you
murderers.
as a friend and then just make you feel bad for it and you'll like me again. You guys know my prediction. I already said it earlier. I think that Elijah's gonna find out that Elena knew about obviously the spell and something's gonna come back on that. I think he's gonna turn away from her real quick. That's my prediction.
How do we
with
think?
that-
I think
real quick. Sorry,
What?
guys. Speaking of Elijah did not come out of the coffin with a haircut. He got the haircut much after he left Klaus after the fight. So yeah, that's from one of our fans.
Oh, thank you.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Haircut.
We were talking about this
shorter
last
now.
week.
Last week, yeah.
Oh.
remember how like before
Yeah.
he had that side part like
He had like the
90s
swoop. He had the
thing,
swoop.
and now he has
blade.
like a
Well,
really
thank you,
cropped
fans,
cut.
for
Thank you,
correcting
thank you
us
for
because we
thinking.
can get
Those
caught
eagle-eyed
up.
viewers.
Wait, do you guys agree with my Rebecca?
I do.
Or
I
my
think
Caroline Klaus
I
thing?
do think that's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen next week though.
No.
That'll happen like later on, like towards like the finale episodes. I think.
I'm still kind of
Is-
confused where their relationship's going, to be
Yeah.
quite honest.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think he's into her. I don't know what to think yet.
How is Elena gonna find out about Rebecca and Damon? And she's gonna be pissed, and it's gonna be amazing. She's gonna find
But
out.
she's gonna find out
Yeah.
for sure
How great would it be if she walks into the Salvatore house and there's like,
in the morning.
yeah, and there's Rebecca doing the walk of shame?
Shouldn't even be
That
ashamed.
would be genius. She wouldn't be ashamed at all.
No, she wouldn't be ashamed of.
I don't
Be
think that
living.
Damon even cares that she. I mean, he always has been open about that kind of stuff. I think he'll be
Yeah.
open about it.
And he
like,
just said,
what?
I love you, and
Yeah.
she said, that's the problem. So,
Yeah,
like,
so
he
he's
has
gonna be
every-
rubbing it. He'll be putting one to
She
put salt
deserves
in
it.
that. You know, like
Yeah.
what?
And a little lime juice.
Yeah.
A little lime, a little tequila
And then
too.
a shot of tequila. There you
A
go.
little bit.
Love
Deserves
it.
Any other predictions? Is that it?
I think that's,
think that's
it. Well, from everybody here at AfterBuzz TV, thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter.
Subscribe to us on iTunes and make
Subscribe
us
to
number
us
one.
on iTunes.
Yeah.
Tell your
Yes.
friends. Watch us live. Download us.
All
Send
that
us
fun stuff.
fan mail.
And tweet us. My name's Brittany Brower, as I said before, and my Twitter name is @Brittany Brower.
Yes,
I am at BillyNellis_duh.
Emily.
At M Harbert.
And I am at You Can Call Me Skiff.
And we all tweet each other. so
Tweet,
you can
tweet.
find
And by the
one
way,
else.
there's
Yeah,
a common
what?
misconception. Well,
What?
this is good, David. Valentine's Day coming up. There's a common misconception that if you tell your friends, we won't be able to spread the love to them as well. But hey, we have infinite love to spread, especially with Valentine's Day. So tell a friend.
Isn't that sweet?
Yes, we will.
That's right.
Real quick, I'm going to be on the Jay Leno show this Monday the 13th.
way!
Please watch it for the segment of jaywalking. Me and 2 other top model girls. So watch the Jay Leno this Monday for jaywalking. Woo!
Love
my
it.
God.
All right, good
Have
night.
a good night, y'all.
Good night.
See you next week.
What'd they ask you?
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.